Okay. All right, so let's start in earnest. So the course we're into now is copywriting and then content marketing. It's two in one. So, but today I'll take copywriting. Copywriting is a very it's a voluminous course, but we are doing a crash course. We want to see how we can use it to improve our business and then boost our skills. So the agenda for today, I have a 5-point agenda for today. And the first thing we're going to look at is what is copywriting. After we look at the definition of copywriting, we'll now move over to the copywriting formula. There are secrets. The copywriting formula is a secret. It's a methodology that teaches us how to write great copy. Then we also look at an example of a great copy. It's called the Boron Letters, written by Gary Herbert, I think in the 20th century. He was one of the most successful or the legends of copywriters. So we're going to look at some lessons from his letters. There are about 20 something of them. I'll share the link to all the letters at the end of the class. Then agenda number 4, look at how to write effective ads, because copywriting is about convincing people with the power of words, written words. So that also includes written ads, writing ads for video scripts, jingle, and the rest of them, even social media posts. So that is what copywriting is all about. Then number 5, I'll be giving you secrets to a great copy. Under number 5, I'll be sharing with you about 3 documents, 3 PDF that you need to go back and study. Inside one of the PDF, we have about 25 secrets to copywriting. And then another one contains a lot of articles and then audios on the topic of copywriting. Okay, so let's begin with the first agenda, which is what is copywriting. So copywriting is the process of creating written content for advertising or promotion purposes. Copywriting is the art of writing content for advertising. You want to advertise your business, you want to promote your business. As far as that content is going to be in words, on paper, written, that is what we call copywriting. The essence of copywriting, the importance of copywriting, why we are learning copywriting as entrepreneurs and business owners, because we want to persuade the reader or the viewer to take a specific action. Take, for example, you want to buy a product. You want people to buy your product, to sign up for your service, or subscribe to your newsletter. How do you convince them? You have to learn copywriting. So copywriting is the art of convincing people. It's the art of promoting your business through letters, through write-ups. So that's what we call copywriting. Now, this copywriting can take many forms. It could be in the form of printed ads. Printed ads, I mean ads on newspapers. It could be in form of radio. All those jingles that play on radio. Somebody wrote down that script. So that script, the person that wrote the script is a copywriter, so that the voiceover artist can voice it and it will sound convincing. So if the script is bad, even if the voiceover artists have a very good voice, if the script, the letters are bad, it will not make sense. So that's why copywriting is very important. So like I was saying, copywriting can take many forms: printed ads in newspapers, and radio and TV commercials, billboard, brochures, sales letter, email. Those of us doing email marketing, we have people that have subscribed to our newsletters. So the ability to convince people through emails is copywriting. Social media posts and lot more. So these are the forms that copywriting can take. Now, copywriters, people that engage in copywriting are called copywriters. It is actually a skill on its own. In fact, if you go on freelancer apps, a website like um, freelancer.com, Upwork, Fiverr, we have people whose work is just copywriting. You tell them what you want, and they're able to draft out copies for you. So copywriters, they use language and persuasive techniques to appeal to the emotions. Remember, we buy because of emotions, sometimes not out of reasoning. Because you will see someone who spend a lot of money on something because of the power of copywriting. The person have been convinced through the advertisement and the rest of them. So the copywriters, they have a very strong command of words. They use language and persuasive techniques to appeal to the emotions and desires of their target audience, with the goal of convincing them to take the desired action. Remember, like I said in the first line, that the goal of copywriting is to persuade people to buy from me, is to persuade people to take the desired action. Now, effective copywriting, for you to be effective as a copywriter, you need a very deep understanding of your target audience. You also need a deep understanding of the product or the service that is being promoted. That is why a good copywriter should be able to craft compelling messages that will not just capture the reader's attention, but also motivate them to take action. Let's move further. Let's go to copywriting formulas. We have a lot of copywriting formulas. I will give you as much as possible. The first copywriting formula is the Sharping copywriting system. The Sharping is spelled SHARPEN. It is actually an acronym. S stands for something, H stands for something, A stands for something. I'll tell you that. So this Sharping copywriting is a framework that clearly illustrates and explains what an effective piece of copywriting needs to do. So let's look at them one by one. The first one is S. S stands for snap. Snap, that means you should grab the prospect attention, hold the attention. For your copy to make sense, you need to grab the prospect attention in the fewest seconds possible. We live in a fast age. People don't want to waste time on reading something that is not relevant. So your headline must be very attractive. So in your copy, your headline should grab the people's attention. You should be able to snap the prospect attention to you. You should grab them in. Hello, are you there? You should grab them in the fewest second possible. The next letter there is H, hold. After snapping their attention, that is with a very catchy headline, you should be able to hold their attention, because the next 5 to 10 seconds is very crucial. You snap their attention, you grab their attention. As you grab their attention, hold their attention. Because if you don't snap and hold your prospect attention, you often won't have a chance. They will not read it to the end. They will just scroll over to the next post. So in your copy, should have a very nice headline that that grabs the attention of the audience, and then also holds it so that they can read through. Then the next letter there is arrow. Arrow means to arouse. Arouse means you want to excite them. You want to instigate their interest. You want to draw them in, make them grateful. Don't worry, I'm going to give you examples of copies. I'll give you an example of copies so that you see all these things in action. You should arouse their interest and excitement, draw them in, make them grateful to be here. Let them start reading, and as they start reading, they should start getting excited about your offer. You should make them realize that this is something for them, that is arousing their interest. Understand? Then the next letter there is arrow. Remove the bots. In your advertisements, in your script for your business, in your promotional script, radio script, or video script, you should be able to convince them beyond all measures, so that every doubt will be dispelled. So your copy should be able to remove every but. You understand? P is pressurize. You apply pressure without putting force, in the sense that you should be able to convince them, you should be able to persuade them softly, not as if you are forcing them, but your letter should be able to tingle them and persuade them. Your advertisements, your social media posts should be able to pressurize them. They should have this FOMO. FOMO is an acronym that stands for fear of missing out. That's what your letter should be able to do. That's what a social media post should be able to do. That's what your script for advertisement should be able to do. You should be able to intensify their drive to buy now. You should be able to make them feel that if they don't get it, they're missing out on something. You should instill that fear of missing out on them. So in business, we call that FOMO, FOMO. Now the next letter there is E. E stands for envision. Through your copy, they should be able to envision a wonderful future with your product. That means you should tell them the features. Tell them the features, the benefits of your product. They should be excited going for it. So you should be able to envision a wonderful future with your product or service. Make it real in their hearts and minds. Remove all the fear of the unknown. Make them live and really feel the experience of having their problem removed by your service or satisfying the desire they crave with your product. This is what we call copywriting. The next letter there is N, nail it. Trigger them hard. Understand? Persuade them a lot. Trigger them hard to take immediate action and buy. Not as in your copy should be so convincing that they will take immediate action, that they will not postpone till the next day, that they'll be able to take immediate action because you have clearly told them exactly what to do next. When the previous stages are done well, this stage of getting them to act happens naturally with ease. So the sharpen system explains what you need to do with every single piece of copywriting you have, no matter how small. We're making progress. Let's go over to the next slide. And that is lessons from the Buron letters. So let me introduce the Buron letters for you. The Buron letter, it's a name given. Buron is a name given to the set of letters that one of the greatest copywriters, Gary Herbert, wrote. It's a series of letters he wrote to his son when he was in prison. The man was in prison for tax fraud in the 1980s. So inside the prison, he was writing business lessons. He was writing letters to his son, telling him what to do and the rest of them. Excuse me, please. All right. So he was writing business lessons to his son. So people compiled this. There are about 25 of them, 25 or 29 of them. People compiled these letters together and published it on the internet. So we are going to look at lessons we can learn from one of the greatest copywriters ever, Gary Herbert. Okay, so let's move over. So the first lesson we learned from Gary Herbert is number one, know your audience. See, as a copywriter, you should know your audience. When you know your audience, you'll be able to convince them with words. But if you don't know your audience, your copy will be misleading. You won't even know the right words to use. Take for example now, you are writing to laymen. You want to advertise a product to people that do not go to school, and in your advertisement you are mentioning big grammar. They won't understand. So you need to know your audience. You need to know the demographic of the people that this advertisement is going to. that are the demography of the people that will read your social media post, that will read your email, that will read your sales letter. Okay, so the first step in becoming a great copywriter is that you should know your audience. So how do you do that? You carry out buyer interviews. Get to know what makes your audience tick. Understand? Carry out buyers interviews. Survey your customers. This is where you can ask multiple choice and open-ended questions to find out how they feel about your brand and your offering as a whole. This can help you to guide your copy moving forward. I remember it's been said of Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is known for placing an empty chair in meeting. Whenever he's having a discussion with his board member, usually keeps an empty chair in their meeting. That empty chair represents the customer, so that their decision making will never stray from putting the customer first. As a copywriter, it is your responsibility to get to know your clients. It's your responsibility to know your customer. You have to do your research well before you put your pen to paper. Because if you don't do your research and you're writing things that are ambiguous and your social media post is not attractive to them, nobody will read it. They will just skip it. They'll just skip it. They'll just scroll. We are in the age of scrolling. They'll just scroll by it. So you should get to know your audience so that you can be able to craft out a persuasive copy. Okay. Then use the voice of customer data in your copy. You need to take your time, listen to how your customers talk. This can be from your buyer interviews, from your focus group, from your online reviews, your social channels. The main goal is to use the voice of your customer data. That is, after getting their feedback, after getting to know your customer, their data, and the rest of them, then you now talk to them through the data. You talk to them through the data that you have accumulated. You put it in your after you have done your market survey, you can now write a compelling letter that will really grab them. Okay. The second lesson we learn from the Boron letter from Gary Herbert is that I should make it what personal. Herbert makes a point of the facts that, including the date, the time of writing, and the son's name in the salutation, it creates intimacy and the immediacy between the writer and the reader. You should make it personal. Understand? Because listen, human beings are nature self-centered. They care only about themselves. So don't just talk about your brand or your product. Talk to your customers about why they need it and what problem it will solve. Let me give you one example. There is an American company, Flourish Bloom and White, and they were sending out a letter to some people because they deal with flowers. So they were sending out emails, marketing emails to people, and see how they crafted this copy, this email copy. Say, hello, I've noticed you've been loving Bloom and White. We like you a lot too. Can you see? Making the letter personal. To show you how much and to help you brighten someone else's day, I want you to access our Black Friday offer before anyone else. You see, they are putting the customer first. They are making the customer feel so special. I want you to access our Black Friday offer before anyone else. How about some letterbox flowers for that December birthday? Oh, so they knew that the customer had their birthday, supposed to have birthday December. You see, making it personal. Or tick someone off your Christmas list with a gift from our new winter collection. It's filled with lots of seasonal goodies like festive flowers, tiny trees, scented reds. They are giving you the features of their offer. Really, there's something for everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week, Lucy. You see, they even put the name of the customer in the email. See, that conversational tone really helps to reel you in. Don't you think that if somebody writes you an email like this that is so personal, you really want to try out that flower shop. You really want to order it because the person really care about you. The person knows your birthday. The person is putting you first, saying that you should access the Black Friday offer before anyone else. This shows that in your advertisement should not be about yourself only. Look at it from the point of your customer. These are the secrets of great copywriters. Number three, write successful copy out by hand. We live in the age of computer, AI, and the rest of them. All these things are good. However, there's something about handwritten notes. There's something about handwritten. When somebody writes a letter to you with pen and paper, it's quite different from when they just type it and send to you. When they type it and send to you, it looks somehow official. But when it is handwritten, you have this type of experience, this feeling of personalization. So write a successful copy out by hand also means that if you see a copy that is interesting, try and copy it out. Write it down. Just keep on writing. Just keep on writing down successful copies. By the time you write, by the time you are writing them, you are training your brain. You are training your brain to become a good writer. Every good writer is a good reader. And they become good writers because they have read a lot of good books. So every great copywriter is actually a great copywriter. It's two different things. When I say every great copywriter is actually a good copywriter, it means that he has seen a lot of good copies and the person has written it out in a file or somewhere. So by default, the person has trained his mind to be a great copywriter. Do you understand? So that's why you need to write a successful copy out by hand. It actually helps you. Remember those days in school, when we want to study for examinations, we usually we have a jotter, we write them out so that we can remember and internalize the details. The next thing you need to know about becoming a great copywriter is that you need to use nugget notes. Nugget notes. When I say nugget is a short piece of information like a quote and the rest of them. So you need to have a nugget note like a jotter where you really grab down interesting things. So what are the steps to using this nugget note? Step number one, collect everything you can think of related to the product or promotion. Take for example now, you want to advertise take for example, you want to advertise a new iPhone. Let's say iPhone 16. Okay, you want to advertise iPhone 16, and they now call you the Apple computers. Now call you and say, "You're a good copywriter. Can you please come and draft out a nice advertisement for us?" Number one, you need to ask them the information about that new product, the specification, the upgrade, the new features, and you need to gather everything that is related to the product or the promotion. Number two, you need to grab your swipe file or any idea generators you have. Now, what we call swipe file is a bank of sales data. Swipe file is a bank of sales data and then things that are related to advertisement. Don't worry, I'm going to send you examples of some swipe files, some successful swipe files at the end of these lectures. I will send you that folder of swipe files that contains a lot of sales data, good examples, headlines, call to action, and the rest of them. So you need to grab all the swipe files and other idea generators you need for you to write a successful copy. Step number three, write nugget notes based on all the above. Like I say, a nugget is a very short piece of information. If you check a dictionary, a nugget is a very short piece of information. It's like a quote, an inspirational quote, a short message, like when you jot down something. So that's what a nugget is. Then rate the notes. Step number four, rate the notes based on your own system. Okay, so after you've written down in writing the copywriting secret, you need to write down a lot of copies. When you write a lot of copies, rate them. The best copy, that's what you should send out. Is that okay? Let's move forward. The next advise for you as a copywriter that you should have a break. Understand? After writing and writing and writing, just don't send it out yet first. After crafting that nice social media post, don't publish it at first. Just give yourself a break. By the time you walk away for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe a day or two, new information will come to your head. You will remember something that you missed out. You will correct a mistake. Do you understand? Yes, and so don't just publish the first write-up that comes to your head. Write it down. Keep it, just draft it, save it as a draft. Don't publish it yet. Take a break. Then go back and review it. Do you understand? You will get more inspiration. You will see something that you did not see before, so that you can correct your mistake. All right. Let's talk about one formula. Use formula. There's a very popular formula in copywriting, and that formula is called the AIDA formula. AIDA. A stands for attention. A great copy must get the attention, must grab the attention of the reader. I stands for interest. It must motivate them. It must grab their interest. D stands for desire. It should make them to start desiring the product, to start desiring the service. And then the last A stands for action. It should be able to draw them and to action, like make them to take immediate action on what you are advertising. Now, let me show you some examples of this AIDA formula. Let's look at this advertisement. Most Pro. Most Pro is a service. Okay? Most Pro, it is a service. And this is it. Most Pro. That is the headline. Drive more traffic to your site. The Most Pro subscription saves you time by giving you an all-in-one set of SEO research. SEO means search engine optimization research, and analytics tools that help increase your search engine visibility and keep you ahead of your competitors. Most Pro is backed by industry-leading data and the largest community of SEOs on the planet. The call to action is start my free trial, my 30-day free trial today. See plans on it. Now let's examine this copy. The first thing we see there is attention, and the headline drives and grabs the attention. What does the headline say? The headline says drive more traffic to your site. Who does not want to drive traffic to their site? Every business wants to drive traffic. So if you see this advertisement on the newspaper, it will grab your attention. Drive more traffic to your site. And then what is the interest? The interest is that this Most Pro subscription, this package saves you time by giving you an all-in-one set of SEO research. Wow, that's great. Already now the attention has been grabbed by you through this drive more traffic to your site. Now you are now making them more interested by telling them that this service will actually give them an all-in-one set of SEO research. They don't need to go anywhere to look for research again. That the search engine optimization research is given to them, and all the analytic tools that will help them increase their search engine visibility. Wow, I am interested in this. And then their desire. You are telling them that it keeps them ahead of competitors. Of course, that is the desire of every business owner. Every business owner wants to be ahead of their competitors. You are grabbing their desire by telling them to be ahead of their competitors, and then you are giving them assurance that this your service is backed by industry-leading data and the largest community of SEOs on the planet. They are not very interested. They are not desiring. Now, there's a call to action. And the call to action is that you are giving them a free 30-day trial. And they should, when they click on this now, it will take them to the website where they will now subscribe for a free 30-day trial to test out. This is a perfect example of a great copy using the AIDA formula. Grab their attention, instigate their interest, meet their desire, and call them towards action. more secrets, more tips for copywriting. No, you have to make it a pleasure. This is one of the most important copywriting secrets. You have to make it a pleasure for them to read. So this is how it goes. Make your copy look like something your audience would normally give their attention to. You know, if you're writing an advertisement script, a radio script, a jingle, a promotional material, make it look pleasurable. Let it sound pleasurable. That they will normally give their attention to it. You know, in our present age, a lot of advertisement is going on, and people have been wired to just ignore ads. So if you must stand that, you must make your own advertisement what pleasurable. Okay, I was on Sunday. I was watching the Premier League match between Man City and Liverpool, and during the breaks, they usually give advertisement. I was just looking at the cinematography. I was just telling someone that really these cinematographers are looking for our attention. Okay, now let's take take an example of this Volkswagen, this olden days Volkswagen. You can see how they made it pleasurable. Who does not who will not want to read this advertisement? See how they just center that beautiful car in front of it. This is actually classic. So VW stand for Volkswagen. They made it back then, way back then, to the advertisement. They made it what pleasurable. Let's move forward. But wait, there's more that we can do to make it pleasurable. The Brown letters called, there's something that the Brown letters refer to eye relief. No, it means that your copy should be easy to read, lots of white space. It should be skimmable and varied. These are some of the things in writing your copy. Don't cluster it. Don't cluster it. You should have a lot of white space, like a lot of space. The letters should be spaced out. It should not be clustered, okay? And then it should be easy to read. Not you should mind the font you use in your advertisement, whether it's your graphics, you are designing a flyer and a poster. Be careful of the font. The font should not contradict itself. Be careful of the font you use. Okay, let's look at this advertisement here. This newspaper advertisement. This is actually 2015. This newspaper advertisement is actually advertising guns, plastic gun that shoot rubber band, so that children can use to play. Just let us read this. Okay, it's this is example of a pleasurable copy. So look at the headline: Enter Band Man. You know, just like we have Batman, Iron Man, Ant-Man. Enter Band Man. Band Man is the man that shoots. So this advertisement is very good for children, because they will buy these toy guns that shoot rubber band. So enter Band Man is already grabbing their attention. So this is not about nice rubber band gun. So see, look, there is no easy way to say this. So just fancy rubber band guns. So you lock it, you load it with elastic precision. They are giving you the features now. It has elastic precision. A Kansas City-based workshop that manufactures high-powered weaponry, except not at all, because they actually just shoot rubber bands, now available online. What a world. When you woke up this morning, you had no idea you were living a life unforgivably devoid of recreational firearms, handcrafted from studied sugar maple to resemble anything from James Bond's water PPK handgun to the MP5 submachine gun. They are giving a lot of, but we are learning, friends, we are learning. And as part of this process, it behoves you to hop on the side and either choose from one of their 6 existing models. They are giving you options, or even work with the craftsman. See, they're making it personal. Like you can actually customize it, work with the craftsman, on some custom engraving and grips, then just think of the possibilities. You ping somebody in the back of the head at the office for no reason. You leisurely battle reenactments in the leisure park. You turn on light switch when you can't reach light switching. So imagine you're just in your house, and you want to on the bulb, you don't want to stand up, just use a rubber gun and just shoot it. The rubber gun will do the work for you. You ward off badgers. Who needs somewhere with the badger? So you see, this advertisement is very catchy. It's actually funny and it's pleasurable. And I've given you details. And to make every child want to buy this nice rubber band guns, it will not make them feel like they are bandmen, bandman. You see, this is what a great copy is all about. Now, let's proceed. Read it out loud. Read it out loud. After writing your copy, read out your copy. Read it out. Speak out your copy. Don't just read it in your mind. Speak it out. Read it out so that you hear your own words. As you hear your own words, you now ask yourself, can this thing convince me to buy? Can this copy convince me? If I'm the customer, will it convince me? So read out your copy. Okay. Remember, the very best writing goes unnoticed. If you are trying to be super smart and impressive, you will probably fall down. It's always the way when you are out with friends and attempt some incredible stunt or clever. No, you understand? So a good writer is one who makes things perfectly clear. If you're writing for applause, you will go home with empty pocket. So this man, Robert Kiyosaki, said that it is that when you write books, they don't give you the best writing author, they give you the best selling author. So it's not about can you see my screen?
Yes.
Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's continue. We are almost done. So I was saying that the best writing usually goes unnoticed. That one of my mentors in writing is Robert Kiyosaki. You should know him, the one who would reach that product. So there was one of his videos I was watching where he was teaching, he was doing an interview. He said that the authors are usually awarded best-selling author, not best writing author, because your work does not have to be the best. It's just about how best you can sell it. The most sold copy, understand, not the best copy. So if you are waiting for all the grammar to be correct, if you are waiting for everything to be perfect, you won't make progress. Somebody say practice does not make perfect, because perfection is the enemy of progress. If you are perfect, then there's no need of improving. Rather, practice creates room for improvement. So don't strive to be perfect, strive to improve, because the moment you are perfect, there'll be no room for improvement anymore. So a good writer is one who makes things perfectly clear. So if you're writing for applause, you go home with empty pocket. Just make sure that your copy is as clear as possible and convincing as what possible. All right. So let us summarize these Boron letters. The Boron letter, like I said, at the end of the class, I will send you a document that has link to the original letters, about 20 something of them. I will send it on the group. Okay, but let us summarize these Boron letters, because we have been studying lessons from the Boron letters. These Boron letters are just copywriters to always remember our ultimate purpose. And the ultimate purpose is not just to give people a pleasurable experience, it's to compel them to action. The goal of copywriting is to convince your prospective buyers, to convince your prospective sellers to buy your products or your service through the power of written words. That is the goal of copywriting. So it's not just to make it wow, this is a beautiful write-up with good language, good literary skills, figure of speech, and the rest of them. No. It should go beyond that. You should be able to convince them to buy. Okay, forget the part on the back. and the possible award they will give you for advertisement. Remember that empty share the customer. By learning some of these formulas, learning from the best and following a process, you can write in a way that causes them to do something. And that's what makes you a successful copywriter. Remember, I said in the course of our class today that you should look for great copies. Just check on the internet copies of
Your line is breaking.
that you see copies that are actually convince a lot of people. You see proof of examples. By the time you go to a lot of stuff, you'll be able to write out. Hello, are we together? I can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself and respond back?
Not really. Your voice is breaking for a while now.
At what point so that I can come again? Where did it start breaking?
Summary.
Okay, in the summary. Okay. So let me take it back again. I'm taking the summary back again. So
Yeah,
let's
the second
listen.
one.
I said that the second one. Okay. All right. Good. Great. Thank you very much. Yeah, for it. So I said that as a copywriter, it's not about writing the best English. It's about writing the most convincing copy. Okay. Forget the part on the back. Forget the possible advertising award that they will give you at the end of the day, and that you should always remember that empty shell, the customer. Put your customer first. Write as if you are the customer. Make it personal. Your copy should be personal. Your copy should be able to answer the question of your customer. Your copy should be able to grab their attention, hold their attention, create in them this intense desire for your product, and eventually push them to taking that desired action. Okay, that is what a great copy feels like, because a great copy is not a great copy until the customer buys, until the customer is convinced and takes what action. That is what makes you a successful copywriter. All right, so let's move over to the next slide. 10 ways to make more effective ads. I'm going to give you a PDF that actually explained all of these points, but since I don't want to make it very long, so that's why I just highlight the points. Number one, focus on them, not you. Focus on your customer. See, remember, in business, customer is king. So anything you do, it should be to make your customer what? Happy. Because if they don't patronize you, you won't get money. By the time you have something in your store, or you have produced a product and then nobody's buying from you, you will understand that customer is king. Understand? So if you're writing advertisement copy, if you're doing a social media post, focus on them, not yourself, not how great you are, not how great your product is. Rather, you should focus on how they can benefit from your product. What use is that product to them? So right from the customer point of view. Number two, emphasize benefit, not just features. Okay, it's not enough to just tell them that your new phone has 2.5 gigs, it has 4 quad cores and the rest of them. They don't understand all those English. Tell them that with this new phone, their phone will not be hanging. Understand? Don't just emphasize the features, emphasize the benefits. There's a difference between benefits and feature. Feature is what the product is made up of. Benefit is what good is that product, what good that product can provide, can achieve in the life of the customer. the good that it brings to the market. Okay. Number three, push their emotional hot buttons. You should be able a great copy, a good copy should be able to arouse their emotions. Okay, you should be able to either make them pleasurable, grab their interest. Okay, touch their emotions. Understand? Because human being by nature are emotional. Okay, so sometimes when we go to the market to buy something, we buy not because we want it, but because of our emotion. So a lot of things are being bought not because they are needs, but because they are wants, and wants are desires that are based on what emotions. Why needs are necessities. That is basic economics and commerce terminologies. So it push their emotional hot buttons through your social media posts, through your advertisements, through your script for jingles and radio and TV commercials, through your advertisement on newspaper. Okay. Number four, incorporate proof and believability. This means that if you have data, if you can back up your advertisement with some data, beautiful. Give them the facts, give them the statistics, let them believe you. Understand? Give them that proof. If you have data to back up your product, let's say your product has been tested and it has been proven, give them that proof. State the statistics for them. Let them believe you. Number five, emphasize on your unique selling proposition, USP. Your unique selling proposition, your unique selling points. Okay. We looked at this during branding, that a business should have a unique selling proposition, a tagline. Number six, focus on the headline. If the headline is not catchy, they will not give you attention, because we
Hello,
live in an
your
age
voice
where
is
a lot of
breaking, sir.
advertisement is going on, grabbing for grabbing people's we are struggling for people's attention. So your headline should be very catchy. Your headline, so focus on your headline. Have the night. Don't you see what newspapers vendors they do? Don't you see what all these newspaper magazines publications they do? They come with a very attractive headline. The front page is always attractive, so that you will buy the entire newspaper. So as a business owner, if you are doing a social media post, if you are doing a script, or if you are doing an email, grab their attention through your headline. Your headline should grab their attention. So focus on your headline. Now, the more you tell, the more you say. Don't get tired of talking. Don't get tired of posting. Don't get tired of telling people how great your product is. Just be in their face. Always be in their face. Be consistent with your social media posts. Tell them, let them come and buy from you. Keep on telling them until they buy. If you have a WhatsApp group where you're trying to sell a product, keep on posting. Post every day. The more you tell, the more you sell. Because if you are not in their face, you will not be in their mind. So for you to be in their mind, you have to be in their face. And how do you be in their face? By regularly producing content. Okay. Right to be scanned. That means you should not put a lot of information there. Within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they should be done with your article. Okay, don't make it too long. So your write-up should be able to be that they can just scan through it or glance through it. So right to be scanned. And then your advertisements, your ads on newspapers should have the structure of the AIDA. That is A for what? Attention. I for interest. D for desire. A for what? Action. So your social media post should be structured in a way that it has this formula embedded in it. And then use takeaway selling to increase the what? Urgency. You can take, for example, you can just tell them that grab this offer while it lasts. Tell them that you have a discount, and the discount will last for only 2 days or 1 day. So that you increase their urgency. You should instigate this FOMO in them, this fear of missing out. Instigate it in their heart. So use you in your takeaway selling, increase their urgency. Increase the urgency. Just write in such a way that if they don't buy now, that they'll be missing out on something. You can do discount. You can do the deadline for the discount. Okay. Put a time to it, put a deadline to it. That way your copy will make more sense and you not be wasting time doing advertisement and the rest of them. Your advertisement, your copies, your emails will be yielding fruit. Okay. Now, the secret of the great sales. I told you that at the end of the class, I will send you. So I'm going to send you a folder, a book that is called Magic Copywriting. You go through it. It has a lot of details beyond them what 2 hours can do for you. Now I'll send you another book that is titled 25 Copywriting Secrets. Okay, and then the last document I'll send to you is $1 million copy. How to write copies that can earn you $1 million. Inside there, you see some other swipe files and the rest of them. All right. So I think with this, I've come to the end of the lecture. It's time for questions. So let me get your questions. You are free to ask questions.
Okay. Good evening. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for the lecture. My question is,
Yes.
is copywriting the same thing with sales copy, or is sales copy a form of copyright? I don't know if you understand my
Copywriting,
question.
sales copy is an example of copywriting. Copywriting is like the general name given to it. So sales copy is for selling. Then we also have promotional copies that just to create awareness. Okay.
Okay.
So copywriting is the general name for sales copy, swipe files, and then promotional videos and the rest of them.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more?
No.
Yes. Yes, are we still there?
Yes.
So does anyone want to ask question?
Samuel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm at the noisy place. But I think so far so good. I followed the class and I understand everything you said. So because I was on the road when the class started, I was even actually inside the charging. So I didn't follow through like thoroughly. I will still have to go back and re-listen
Watch
to.
the video. Okay.
Yes. So maybe if, along the line I have any confusion, I will let you know.
No problem. The WhatsApp group is always open. So, and the WhatsApp group is open 24 hours. You can ask any question there. Hello?
All right. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Who else is available? Okay. I think and the other person did not come, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You
All right.
make use
So
of the recordings.
as usual, we have the video is also going to be released. So that we can go through it again, and then this presentation you already have it, and I'll be sending you the other ones that I talked about. I'm going to send it to you on the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay.
Our next class is supposed to be on Friday, but it seems like it's going to be a continuation of this one. That one deals with content marketing. Supposed to be on Friday, but I think we'll hold it tomorrow. But just watch out for information. If you are going to hold it tomorrow, the information will be given to you, because I think on Friday around this time I will be engaged. So I will give you information tomorrow if we are going to hold the class tomorrow instead of Friday. So Sir Chris, do you have anything to say before I round it up, sir?
No, we're good.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, guys. And good night. Remember, if you have any question, just drop it